there's always kind of been something about something about this game that I've been playing for almost my entire life at this point that kind of seems very interesting. It's very different from other games of like the time when it was released, especially when I first ever got it on like this crappy like iPod Touch that my dad had. When I saw an ad for it when I was watching a Roblox video. So basically, I've been playing Minecraft since for like literally starting today. I've been playing Minecraft and like I've been playing Minecraft and my online presence, everything like that. I have been doing all of this for about 10 years, starting from this point on. February 5th of 2011, I started playing okay, it's hard to explain, but I was just like kind of just chilling, like I was chilling somewhere, like at my mom's house, just watching TV, and I saw an ad for I saw there's like this commercial that Roblox had that they aired in 2011 around the time, and they aired this commercial, and it was the infamous It's Free one, and I saw that on TV, and I thought that was the most interesting thing ever, and I thought that was a cool commercial. So I begged to be signed up to that game. I begged my mom to allow me to play the game and stuff, and then I eventually logged on my crappy Windows XP computer that I had with a box monitor. And when I first logged on, I created an account that it got banned in like 2012, but I created this account and I started playing. And at the time, they had a currency called ticks, and every time you logged in, you'd get ticks and stuff. And it was like 10 ticks or something, and like you can trade like 10 ticks or something for like 1 Robux or something. But yeah, and literally on that exact day, at some point, I started looking up things. Like there's this game I played at the time, Natural Disaster Survival. Like I played the game, I thought it was very interesting, so I looked up things if there was anything in that game, and I ended up finding YouTube. I found YouTube through that. And on YouTube, I was like looking through things. I was watching all these videos and stuff, and that was like a magical thing for me. It was like inspirational or something, and I wanted to do that. But I didn't have any camera supplies, or anything. I just had like this crappy camera and like a really bad like iPod Touch that was my dad's, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't like upload anything, so I was kind of stuck watching YouTube for like the longest time without like any channel or anything. And then, like, at one point while I was, like, watching, like, a tutorial or something on Natural Disaster Survival, I saw an ad for, it was for Minecraft Pocket Edition. And when I saw that ad, and I was looking at that, and I thought, that seems interesting. I have an iPod, maybe I can get that on that. So, without telling my dad, I downloaded the demo for it, and, I was messing around on it, and I built this little structure thing, this weird little thing of like 2 brick blocks stacked on top of each other, and there was an oak door on it. That's all I can really remember from that time. And eventually I got attacked from zombies, and I rage quit after that. And that was almost the end of like my story with Minecraft until 2012 when I saw an ad on YouTube for it on Xbox 360, and I had an Xbox 360 because I used to play like Toy Story 3, the video game, and stuff all the time. And yeah, and then after that I was intrigued by Minecraft. I played it a lot more. I created my first worlds. They have been long lost to time, but yeah, I started playing Minecraft, and that was all about 10 years ago. One of my most fond memories from the Xbox 360 was kind of more or less creating, like, it was on this, like, tutorial world, and, then I made the first mill town. It was a floating sky village, and, I don't remember why I used to just call it Sky Village, and then somewhere along the line, I gained the, god-awful name of, hey, I'm gonna call this floating mill town. And I don't know why. That was just the name I came up with at the time. But yeah, then like after a while, I started playing more and more of Minecraft on the Xbox 360 edition. A lot of times I was playing with my dad on these worlds that were abandoned so quickly after they were made. But like everything was kind of a little bit different. I would make like weird looking box houses after a while. And I remember like I got the Minecraft construction handbook, and I would always attempt to try to remake like stuff from that, and I failed miserably at that. And it was like it was so weird like to play the game at that time because there was no sprinting. You couldn't sprint. There wasn't a creative mode. So like when they finally added that, that's when I finally made that Sky Village thing, when they added creative mode, and I don't remember when that was at this point. But like there's some things that are very like interesting about that era because the game wasn't that popular. I hadn't just figured out a thing like, does anyone remember that old like mod? It was like the Aether mod where like there was like a thing that would be on that with water portal, like glowstone portal. Everyone tried to do it on like their worlds back in the day, and it never worked, and that made everybody kind of annoyed. Like that thing was incredible. I tried doing it myself, and I was so angry that it didn't work that I actually tried to remake that entire dimension myself and failed miserably. But I mean, I had a lot of stuff that I liked doing. Like the first Milltown was there, and then I made the next Milltown, and then after that I made the other one. Then I got an Xbox 360 at my grandma and grandpa's house, and I made another Milltown on that. And the trend just kind of started to appear. Every time I would get a new console, a new Milltown would appear on that. Originally there was like originally it was like every new Minecraft update there was a new Milltown, and that was a bad idea, and I stopped doing that after like my PlayStation 3 was made. No, not made. Like after I got a PlayStation 3, I just stopped doing that, and the only reason why I started making other Milltowns on my PlayStation 3, there was 4 of them. One of them was very undeveloped and was deleted. Another one was griefed and then deleted, and another one I accidentally griefed and then was deleted. And then the fourth one I still have, and it's one of the most underdeveloped Milltowns of all time because this was still during a time where if someone wronged me, I would delete their house from the world. So that one never went anywhere. But I continued to make Milltowns. And when I made my PlayStation 4, then when I got my PlayStation 4, I made another Milltown, and this is the one that I'm playing on right now. And I've had this Milltown since 2018, and I'm still playing on it. And what's interesting about this one is that the one on PlayStation 3 had a space in its name. This one didn't. I hate the space in name thing. But the interesting one about this one is the fact that this is now the largest Milltown ever that I've ever made. This is the largest one. The original largest one was an Xbox 360 Milltown I had at my grandma and grandpa's house, where because I had no friends and I also didn't have very good Xbox Live at the time, I did single player roleplays on by myself. And if anyone was ever wondering about the old like game layer roleplays I used to do and stuff, the only reason why I was able to quickly change between characters and stuff like that was because of those single player roleplays where I was frantically changing characters and stuff trying to make it work. That's the only reason where I got those skills from and stuff. And honestly, I find that absolutely incredible that even happened in the first place. But I mean, Minecraft is a game that I have played for a very long time. Like, I have been playing this game for technically it wasn't 2011, but that's when I first found the game. But it doesn't really matter. What matters is the fact that I have somehow managed to have an online presence, have my first online footprints be in 2011, and I'm still on the internet to this day. The YouTube channel that I am using was created before I was even born. So this YouTube channel is inaccurate to anything. Like, the YouTube channel that I'm on is just is literally just my dad's old YouTube channel that I just stole from him. And basically, like, that's like, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, whether or not be through these weird test channels I had that barely ever got anywhere and I deleted all of them. Whether or not be the one experience that I had where I actually got somewhere but then I got locked out. Like, I have done a lot of stuff over the years on the internet, whether it be getting a Roblox account banned on accident because I just had, like, logging on to Roblox on April 1st of 2012 was the biggest mistake I ever made, and that's how I got that account terminated on accident. But, like, I have done some of the most horrible stuff online, but at the same time some of the weirdest stuff online. Like, nothing I have done have ever made sense. Like, nothing I've done has ever really made sense. The only thing that has ever really made sense was the fact that I ever, like, created a city server. That's the only thing that ever makes sense, is building a city on Minecraft. Like, so many people have so many people have attempted and tried to make, like, their own, like, Minecraft city, but then they would get bored after, like, 5 weeks, then create a new world. world. Like, I ended up doing that for a while, but now I don't do that. And now I'm able to understand why people do that, because with this mill town I have, this one right here, it's getting a little bit boring. And I don't like that fact. I want to play on this more, but I'm starting to run out of ideas. And now I'm starting to make new cities that are actually attached to this. Like, I'm now more invested in role-playing and making lore and stuff for, like, this than actually building on this. Like, and that's, like, that's something that I'm able to accept, but at the same time, I don't like it at the same time, because I want to build more, but I can't really build more. So I'm kind of stuck in this weird loop of, I want to put something on the world, but I don't. So, people don't understand that, really. That people don't understand, like, about anything, really. Like, no one really understands why I don't, like, especially with PlayStation, moving parties and stuff. I can't use my community, really, and there's still no votes for whether or not I should do a Discord server or a PlayStation message group, so I don't know. It's, like, very hard, and it's very hard during these times, especially with the whole thing going on right now. Like, everything got a lot more difficult in 2020, okay? And then after that, everything just kind of went to crap. And, like, I mean, things are starting to get better, not really, but, I mean, they're starting to, at least. But, I mean, I don't know what I'm going on about. I'm saying complete bullcrap right now, but just, I have been on the internet for 10 years today. It is my 10th anniversary of ever being online today, February 5th. And that is something that I absolutely find incredible to this day. I'm still going on about random crap right now, but still. Just imagine that. Just imagine that for 2 seconds. Like, you start the, like, you just randomly log on to a Windows XP computer in, like, 2011. You have no idea what you're doing. You go, like, you click on Internet Explorer, like, 2 times or, like, 5 times, and you open up, like, 20 tabs. And then, like, yeah, and then, like, from that point on, you're just on the Internet, and you've basically almost never left it once. Like, that's, like, a very interesting experience for me to know. Anyway, thank you for watching this really weird 10th anniversary special of Not My YouTube channel. If you're wondering, I have an old school Minecraft video that was planned, but then Share Factory broke the recording and it doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, sorry about that if you wanted the new episode, but yeah. Thank you for watching this weird video that I have had. Yeah, I mean, I'll leave you on the note of the Taco Pug, and yeah. Goodbye.